You ever see Rogue One story?
Yep.
Yeah, it was good stuff too.
Yeah.
Is that Emilia Clarke that was in that too? Doesn't matter.
No.
Welcome everybody to the Underdog Fantasy Show, presented by Underdog Fantasy, because of course, I'm Eric Lindquist. We're going to talk through some NBA goodness today. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for us on this show, goes a long way for you. You become a prize whenever great betting content is going live here at Stokastic. But this is going to be so fantastic because, again, this is fantasy that we're talking about here. Underdog Fantasy. We're going to be going through a pick 'em format. We're going to be going through a live draft, which last week, I'm still disappointed, Neil Orfield, that we didn't hit the nuts. My dude, Player Q DFS up there on Twitter. Go follow him. He's going to be shooting a new high stakes podcast this week. Who's the guest this week?
Next week, actually, and I don't have a guest yet. It was on the schedule.
I'm a terrible co-host. Don't mind.
No, we pushed it back. It was on the schedule. So,
yeah. I literally was looking at the schedule and I was trying to be helpful and do a nice
segue.
I
appreciate it. I do.
Yeah, no. Instead, I'm a dipshit. So here we are. Neil Orfield, how you doing, my dude?
I'm doing well. Excited to talk some Underdog NBA here. Doing a show with you. You and I have done now 3 shows this week. It's been a good time.
It's been a good time. I will say, I think it's just we just get better. Right? It's a rapport. It's like we're basically 2 brewmasters, and we came together. We put our heads together, and we said, how can we make this beautiful concoction? And we had a couple of times where there was just a little too much yeast, and sometimes we didn't necessarily know what we wanted the beer to be. But now it is a fine red ale, if I do say so myself.
Fine, and I love red ale. I think it's going great.
See, and I knew you loved it too. It's beautiful. Just like I love Underdog Fantasy, not just for the best ball streets, because I know you would love, everybody loves those, but use promo code Stokastic, get yourself $100 first match deposit bonus up to $100 there. Why? Because the NBA streets at Underdog are fantastic too, as are the golf streets. Going to be recording a special VOD there with Ben Raza here coming up in just about an hour. That'll be out here today, covering their golf product coming up for the Masters, the Albatross, the long drive, the warm-up. We're going to be talking through the 3 major contests for best ball for the 4 major championships. Yes, I have brackets. I've done things forever with my friends where we have picked winners for the 4 major championships. So cool that Underdog has a new contest feature for that. But on this program today, we're going to talk through the NBA. We're going to start in the pick'em format like we always do on the show, and then we're going to jump to the Fast Break Friday and try to hit the stone cold nuts again, even if Damian Lillard and Jason Tatum didn't do all the things we wanted to right from the get-go. But just like all the known pick'em formats that you know and love, they have every single sport you could possibly imagine available to you. Racing, esports, MMA coming up in San Antonio this weekend. Take the over on significant strikes for Corey Sandhagen for what it's worth. But college basketball, everybody's going to be watching the tournament tonight, myself included. NHL, and of course, the NBA you know and love. So I'm going to turn it over to my friend Neil here first. I want you to put the first one on the card. We can win up to 20x our money. We're going to put a 5-player pick together. It's going to be awesome. I think we got close last week. But 20x it'll pay out as opposed to, the 10x you see at other sites. So this is really, really fun. Who is your first selection for NBA Pick'em tonight?
That is a very good question. I'm thinking about it. Our top bet on the day is Giannis under 6.5 assists at Utah. No Chris Middleton though. I'm thinking, is it safe? Is that our safest bet? It appears to be our safest bet. Hang on one second. I wanted to pull up Giannis's assist per game numbers.
That seems like a good thing. Wowie has been so slow this week. It causes me pain.
Yeah.
Great pain. It takes another hour to do my video every night. It is really painful.
Sorry. And you spend a lot of time on that too.
I do spend a long time.
I know how much time
what
you
happens is
it.
Then I'm delirious at the end of the night. I just start acting wacky.
Yeah. No, I've never seen that. I've never seen you acting wacky. Giannis 5.5 assists per game this season. The line is 6.5. So I was thinking that, that 5.9 seems potentially low for this match, but it's actually, we do have him projected higher than his season average here, and it's still below the line of 6.5. So I do like this one. You can go a full assist, or his season average is 5.5, so we can get the high end of that and still be under on this 6.5 at Utah. So I do like this Giannis under 6.5 assists here.
I think the Giannis one is a great start. You were kind of putting yourself down there, Neil. Don't do that. You
I just
came out
wanted
with
to, I
the
just wanted to
goods.
confirm. I wanted to confirm that my thinking was correct. That it is
Okay.
it's not a bad matchup for him. We actually haven't projected above his season average. It's just his season average is lower than I was thinking it was.
All right. I have a question because again, this is just prospective injury kind of ideas of what we're looking at here. Do you think James Harden or Joel Embiid play tonight?
That's a really so I was just thinking about that because we have Harden ranked pretty well for underdog purposes. Um,
He's not on. He's so they don't have any of them selected, but in the event that you have no James Harden and Joel Embiid out there, it has me kind of in the mood to short a number of these Golden State props, looking at certain situations, or being a little bullish on somebody like Kevon Looney, who, again, that would be a huge bump up for him not having to deal with Joel Embiid. So I want to at least throw that out there as a massive piece of perspective news. But going back to the projections for it, I think from a points perspective, if you get Joel Embiid in, Kevon Looney on an under and shorting some of these Golden State Warriors from a points perspective makes sense. Philadelphia not exactly playing way up in pace here over the course of this season. They've been kind of more middling of late, but offensive efficiency has gone way up with James Harden. I gotta imagine it's a huge downgrade just from a game environment perspective. Of course, we'll have interest in Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, all of the pieces, D'Anthony Melton from the Philadelphia side in that event, but Golden State, they are first in pace in the association here. You want to have something come along for the ride here with Philly, but at 27th, 97.1 possessions per 48 minutes, it's difficult for me. It's difficult. So I think Kevon Looney, especially as they've gone to a lot more of these Draymond Green lineups, playing more Dante DiVincenzo out there, needing to find minutes for Jordan Poole because they paid him infinity dollars, even if he's just playing 26 minutes a game. I think shorting him from a points perspective makes sense.
wait, sorry, who are we shorting again?
Kevon Looney.
Kevon Looney. Okay, yeah, that was. I know you said you wanted to short some of these Golden State guys. I think it makes sense to short Kevon Looney. You think that he's likely to hit the under? So you're thinking that if Embiid doesn't play, Kevon Looney's probably just not going to be on the court enough.
Yeah, so I think that there's two ways it works out. I think he won't be on the court as much with Joel Embiid not out there, and then if he is, you have to deal with Joel Embiid, which isn't exactly ideal.
No, I like that. I like that.
Kind of a double-edged sword for it. So I think his points perspective, I would like the over of his rebounds if you didn't have him out there. I think that there's other Golden State players that might not benefit because again, I think there's blowout risk that can show up pretty quickly there. Golden State already favorites in this one, as they should be, but lots of ways where I think that this doesn't work out for Kevon Looney.
Yeah, I like that call. Let's take this under on Kevon Looney.
Yep.
And that's you say points?
Yep.
Rebounds?
8.5 points. Lower. Get low.
Get low. Okay. I think I'm going to go to Denny Avdia over 7.5 rebounds. Just no Kristaps, no Beal. Avdia is going to be on the floor. We've got him projected for 33 minutes in about as good of a matchup as you can possibly have against San Antonio, and a rare game where I think the Spurs might actually be competitive for a shorthanded Washington against a shorthanded Washington team. So I like taking the over on 7.5 rebounds for Denny Avdia. What do you think about that one?
Ooh, I kind of like it. Again, Denny Avdia, I wouldn't call it a checkered past. It just seems like a guy that for some reason I hadn't gotten right. I got him right for last game for the first time in forever. Took the over on just about everything for him. I felt pretty confident that we would see some strong outings here from him. Washington facing San Antonio. That's just such a massive bump for any team. No Beal, no Kuzma. I think being positive for anything that has to do with Denny Avdia is a plus.
Yeah, and we have him. He averages 8.7 rebounds per 36 minutes, and it wouldn't be shocking to see him actually get up to 36 minutes here, and we're only projecting for 33. But I like taking that over 7.5 rebounds.
It's not available. That's sad.
Not available. Okay.
See, that's not ideal. We don't want that. Do we have anything with Gafford or Porzingis or something maybe?
Huh. We can also take a Porzingis over on 8 rebounds, which I also like.
We want that. We want that.
That's good.
Give me all of you that got
same reasoning.
A bag of potato chips there. It's great. I do want to talk about my favorite play though now. We have two unders that are projecting out for Giannis pretty decently, the assists and the rebounds. We haven't taken a Giannis prop yet, have we?
I think my first one was a Giannis prop.
Yeah,
I
see,
was
you
thinking
did
after the
that.
fact that we could switch that out for that. Are you thinking the over on the points?
Yeah, so I think there's correlation to be had here. I think we just take the two massive, beneficiaries here. We have Drew Holiday 17 and a half points and 30 and a half points for Giannis together there. I think one of the underrated things about cards and something I try to preach a lot in the premium Discord, you can sign up for that at stokastic.com/Lindy. One of the major parts of putting together these big cards is trying to have positive correlation. Without Chris Middleton on the floor, we've seen such a big bump for both of those individuals. And I think those assist numbers have overcorrected a little bit there for Giannis Antetokounmpo. But I think I just like the points along with Drew Holiday even more. It's a game that won't have Lauri Markkanen, no Colin Sexton still, and of course Jordan Clarkson as well. Not a whole lot of offensive options out there, but Utah's still going to be playing up in pace. THT's at least still pushing the ball up, and seems like the pace numbers have still been there for Utah, even if the offensive efficiency has understandably been much lower. Absent Colin Sexton, Agbaji went nuts the other night. I think that inflated a little bit, but I feel pretty good about putting the two of those together and just saying, hello, Utah game environment, two major beneficiaries, have at it.
Yeah, I like that call. Let's do that.
Okay.
So then we're at 4.
Yep, then we're at 4. So you have one more to round it together. So we're going to go higher. Drew Holiday points, 17 and a half. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo, 30 and a half points. Higher on both. Can it get much higher?
It's not on the board.
Yeah, it is. I just clicked on 30 and a half for Giannis. And then, they did take down the points on Drew Holiday. I will take them higher on 4 rebounds for Drew Holiday for the time being.
All right, let's do it. Still the same logic applies there. Counting on the game environment. So
yeah, because I would actually be leaning the under of his 8 assists as well. We could go negative correlation, just say Giannis under 6.5 assists and Drew under 8 assists, where those are a little bit overinflated.
We could.
It's another option. See, these are the beauties of putting together these pick'em cards, is that, it's the same logic that's applying for a lot of this. I don't love it because they're the primary ball handlers and it's Utah on the other side of this one. And they're playing, at least in terms of pace, they're 9th, I believe. I know they're in the top 10 in terms of adjusted pace. There it is, 100.9 possessions per 48 there. 4th in adjusted net rating, 2nd in adjusted defensive rating. So been better on that end of the floor, of course, helps because, Brook Lopez can stuff the middle there too. But yeah, we'll go more or the higher on 4 rebounds for Drew, and I'll do that alongside the Giannis one.
Very nice. Okay, sorry, just refreshed. Oh, we do have some. Looks like we have.
Does
some
Booker have
bets.
some props today? He sure does. I think the 32 and a half looks decent in terms of points today, but I'm not going to put that one on this card. It's not going to be in the first 5 in for me.
Yeah. All right. So do we want to go 5 on this card? Do you think? Should we at least try?
Should we try?
I keep getting 4 out of 5. So
see, that's not fun. Then leave it at 4.
I mean, I'd be fine leaving it at 4.
Sounds good to me. We'll 10x that.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna fire that one up. There you are, everybody. Those are our 4 favorites here. Can you show me what those? Can you show me the screen there, Mr. Jordan Klein? I need a dime that's top of the Klein. Cute face, little waist with a big behind. Oh, there we go. Well, you're scrolling. There we go. 4 rebounds there. We want higher for Drew Holiday. That's beautiful. We have Giannis Antetokounmpo higher than 30 and a half points. That looks fun too. We have higher for Porzingis on the glass. That looks lovely. And rounding it all out, we want lower on my, I'm not going to call him my arch enemy, Kevon Looney. Somebody from last year that I just never played in DFS. What's up? Oh my, he's definitely no Raymond Felton. Here's the thing, Raymond Felton couldn't block me.
How tall is Raymond Felton?
He was about he's like 6 foot, 6'1". I'm 6'2". Yeah, I mean, it was like right around there. I feel like I have to check my work now because everything about this story, nobody height.
Yeah, submit that. Just put $10
Yeah,
on it.
6-1.
Yeah.
There you go. See, I wasn't lying again, but whatever. People gonna people. Let's jump on over to our draft section, and this is where it really, really gets fun because we've been running good in these streets. You were at least profitable last week, correct?
I don't. I think our bet won, and then so we did the bet on the contest here, and then we also did the five leg parlay that we got 4 out of 5. So I ended up not profitable because we lost 1-1-1.
You were horrible, Eric. So terrible. It's like what's the actor that he does the Corona commercial with
Oh yeah.
from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like bee's knees with the dent and the palm trees with the little squeeze.
Yeah.
And
okay.
we're ready to go
Andy
already.
Samberg in the movie Palm Springs. That was just
It's so fantastic. I told you to watch that, didn't I?
You may have, and you
I
were
did
correct
tell you to do that,
and it was great.
Yep.
I love that movie.
It's fantastic. It's Groundhog Day modern. It's just a fantastic film. Yep, that is you today. Thank you, Sir Manning. I knew exactly what we were going for. I'm just I don't know. I'm just in one of those moods. I'm on one, as Jordan Klein would say.
He's on one.
Let's go. All right. So our number one pick, we can't go Joel Embiid right off the bat, but I'm hoping Joel Embiid slides in a couple of these because that is very fun. We could also do the Joel Embiid, James Harden, stack it up with Klay Thompson, and you're probably not going to get Steph along with that crew, but just that full game stack would be, so sweet.
We might, ADP of 3.7 for Embiid. So the field is a little bit okay. He went. Yeah, I don't mind taking Giannis.
He just went first. Yeah, Giannis. Let's go, Giannis. We're going to just him, Drew Holiday. Welcome to the team. Yeah, draft. That was a pretty easy one.
Yep.
For those who don't know, this Friday, Fast Break Friday, is so fun. It's a $5 entry, so not all that expensive of a price point. You can get a couple of these drafts in pretty easily throughout the day. React to different pieces of news, get exposure to different players. $6K to first. $6K to first. You're looking to get the most points possible out of that group of 6 players. Yeah, just 6 rounds, so it goes quick. It goes very, very quick. Eagles, I feel like he's been in a ton of my best ball drafts.
Yeah, he's in a ton of everybody's best ball drafts.
Dude, I've been doing some best ball lately, and I feel as though every single draft I'm in, Eagles is into. So shout out that dude. I don't know who he is.
You don't know James Brim? He's done content for Stokastic.
Oh, has he really?
Yeah. He's a James. I don't know how to Brimacombe.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I don't mind taking Kristaps either. Next on the board. How do you feel about? Or do you want to take?
I feel good about Kristaps.
Yeah. Let's go Kristaps against San Antonio.
Yeah. SGA said he's going to play today. I will wait and see because he has been sitting out a lot of these back-to-backs and injury management, whatever the hell. But yesterday he didn't have to play an entire fourth quarter minute, much to my detriment on the over of 31.5 points and 10.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, and he had 30. With 2.5 minutes when he got pulled in the third quarter and then never came back in the game because LAC made a million threes. They went from down 6 to down 25 in 6 minutes.
That sucks. What do we think about Harden here? So he's 80.
Is it bro?
No,
is that bro? Eagles?
James Brimacombe. He's a big best ball guy.
Different guy.
So I don't mind. So we could take Harden, hope that Embiid sits and Harden plays, and he would be an absolute smash from the 15
Yep. That would be an absolute
home
run. I think James Harden's more likely to play than Joel Embiid after what we saw from both of them. The calf holding thing from Embiid. I don't know. He's kind of a sensitive lad, much like somebody else that I know. Totally not me, though.
No, not at all. All right, I'm gonna look up Eagles for you.
I just know that I freaking see him in every draft I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't know what else he does. He just drafts all day. Because I'll randomly jump in a draft and he's in it. And
he's at Football Guys now, footballguys.com. I didn't realize that I don't know if he's there full time, but he's full time.
Shout out that guy. I just wanted to give him a shout out because there are grinders and then there's what that is, and he's on another planet. All right, we're on the clock, are we not? Yep,
We
we are.
are on the
All
clock.
right, we don't want to take DeRozan. I
I
think
mean,
that's
Levine and Vooch
yeah. I was
immediately
gonna say
benefit.
right underneath it.
Let's go for Levine. Or what do you
Yeah,
think? Which one?
Levine. The usage has been out of
Wait,
control.
who's
It's been
playing?
so
Is
beautiful.
Nurk is going to be in tonight, right? Yeah, I'd go Levine then.
He's questionable. Nurk is questionable.
Interesting. I might end up loving Vooch tonight if Nurk is out, just
I would
because
love
he
him
will be.
probably either way.
I
Nurkic
mean, yeah,
can't guard anybody.
true.
Nurkic
I,
can't play defense. Trendon Watford's a better defender. But I think Zach Levine's the higher upside option. If we're looking for
yeah, let's
somebody to
let's
put up
take Levine.
55, I think Levine's more likely if DeMar DeRozan doesn't play.
Yeah, but Trendon Watford is 6'8". So the reason I'm saying this is Vooch, and this is like a tidbit that I heard once that Vooch said that he hates or that he loves playing against smaller centers and that he does well against them. And I've been playing him in DFS against small centers ever since then. And he's crushed like every single time except for once when he like it was a blowout or something. It's just like
Yep.
every single time he faces a short center, he just absolutely smashes.
He said something about feeling comfortable just being able to pull up and
Yeah.
not feel like he's going to get blocked, something like that. I remember hearing something about that. It was pretty wild.
Can you scroll to the top, Jordan? Who's our next best? Or is it Giddy?
See, I don't hate Giddy because I'm not positive that
let's
whole
go to
fourth quarter.
So we have DeRozan and Pirtle as our top. We could probably get Giddy later. I'd probably rather go to Pirtle against Detroit.
I would rather go to Drew Holiday is right underneath him. I would rather go Drew Holiday.
Go to that stack with Giannis.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
And then we can round out whatever we want there. The Pirtle one, I really, really like, but I do think Scotty Barnes, considering it's his non-shooting hand and he avoided a major injury, I think he's probably back tonight. So that's not a plus, just from a rebounding rate perspective, a little tiny ding. Obviously you're just looking for the smash tonight. You're not looking for, long-term 1.5%, but I have to factor it in. It's taking a tiny bit of a dip for Jakob Poeltl there. Gary Trent doesn't really matter all that much. 26 minutes of him. He's been playing better of late, but out the last two. Let's see. I really want Walker Kessler last, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Or we go DeMar DeRozan and just say fuck it.
But we're still not getting him that far behind ADP. So I think here we go Kessler. I like that call because we can do a little.
We have the two pieces from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And Laurie's already out.
Yep. Let's go Kessler.
Yep. Just block Giannis 50 times tonight, young fella. Make us Minnesota people very, very sick to our stomachs.
We're already there.
We drafted him. We can always say that.
That is the one thing that I'm like, would we have drafted him if we didn't already have that deal in place? I think we drafted him for Utah. So like, we probably would have picked some scrub, somebody who's out of the NBA by now. So,
who would it have been? Who would we have taken late?
Yeah, I can't even think of who the late rookies are this year.
Nobody can. It was one of the worst rookie classes in forever. I mean, Paolo Banchero is like a minus 8,000 favorite. All right, let's recap this one. This looks beautiful. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kristaps Porzingis. We got the holiday correlation there. Zach LaVine, please sit. DeMar DeRozan, take a night off. That'd be really, really excellent. James Harden, we got sitting there as well, waiting in the wings. He's got a player or we're dead. And then Walker Kessler. So again, the James Harden play, it's risk. It's a $5 entry. If you're willing to burn $5, you should be. Having James Harden play without Joel Embiid is probably a 35% outcome, and that is a slam dunk.
Yeah, at that pick. But also, we do get they do swap in the next active player if he is ruled out. So like whoever we have next in our rankings would then slide into our lineup. So we're not completely dead. We would still have a full lineup at least. Just it would obviously be a wasted. We would get basically an after 6th round pick instead of a 3rd or 4th round pick wherever we took them. So it would hurt, but we could still cash.
We could still hit the nuts, my friend. That's for sure. We got 3 minutes left. Once again, the Pick 'em format is so much fun. Being able to put the player cards together. You guys know the drill by now. It's not too difficult to piece everything together there. You can look at it by game. I will say UnderDog is the fastest place to be able to find plays that you like. You can categorize it by every single sport that they have going over there. I wish they had some PGA pick 'em higher or lower going today for the Corrales, but they did not. Nobody has
Sad.
anything going for the Corrales. Nobody cares about the Corrales.
No,
It's so sad.
it's all about what's coming up? Is it the Masters?
Match plays right now. Yeah, the Masters is in 2 weeks. So we have the Valero Texas Open next week. That is a bloodbath from time to time. Definitely a harder golf course. Do not hit it a little bit off the beaten path. That's for sure. It's difficult. Valero Texas Open. TPC San Antonio, if I do believe so myself. But use promo code Stokastic, STOKASTIC. Look at that. I can spell. Use promo code Stokastic. Get yourself $100 first match deposit bonus over at UnderDog. I will be doing some golf content here with Ben Raza today. Yes, Pete Shepard. Me and Ben covering some golf for you today for that 4 major championships. I'm very much looking forward to it. And don't forget those drafts. That Fast Break Friday, we only did 1 today. We did 2 last week. It always depends on how long we have left in these shows to be able to do that. But $60K in prizes, $6K to first, flat payout structure, awesome way to get some DFS exposure in a different capacity than you would by just firing up lineups. Doing these drafts is a ton of fun. But Neil Orfield, another day, another dollar, another underdog fantasy draft in the books. Any final words for the people as we start to get out of here?
I think this is the one that we smash, Eric. By the way, are you and Ben going to be on the Stokastic channel or the Odd Shopper channel for golf?
We're going to be on the Stokastic channel. Okay, we should be on the Stokastic channel talking through all of the ins and outs. Again, it's underdog fantasy, so we're going to be talking anything fantasy related over at Stokastic, but looking forward to that. You can check out both Ben and I stuff over at Odd Shopper as well. Doing a lot of great work there, but Neil Orfield, I hope you find yourself a high stakes guest, somebody that is going to they got to meet your level of enthusiasm, my friend.
Yeah, well, I've got some people in mind that I'm going to ask to come on high stakes. One of them being on the show with me right now. So
no. I was looking at your shirt. This isn't plaid? I'm confused.
This is not plaid. Yeah, this is a short sleeve. It's getting nice here in Minnesota. It's like almost 40 degrees, so got to put on the short sleeve shirts.
Love it. Jordan Klein doesn't even wear shirts. What is that?
That's the dream right there. The American dream.
He is the American dream. There's no doubt about it. Thank you, everybody. Carlos, good to see all the usual suspects here in the chat. Hit that like button on the way out. Best of luck tonight. Pay attention to the news. There's going to be a ton of it on a 10-game slate, specifically that Philadelphia one. Gigantic implications for Underdog and everywhere else. He's Neil. I'm Eric. Until next time, see you next week.